Bloomberg Audio Studios. Podcasts, radio, news.
The Stock Movers Report, your roundup of companies making moves in the stock market, harnessing the power of Bloomberg data.
Denise, what are the stocks you're looking at here?
Let's look at Target first. Target cut its sales forecast. It's having a really rough day as a continuation of pretty strong start of the year. It's coming among a sharp pullback in spending, and we're having a combination of tariffs, falling consumer confidence, and really all those forces we're worried about in the economy are hitting Target at the same time. The stock is actually down 30% year to date. And what we're seeing today, the biggest issue is that Wall Street analysts are worried that this not may be the last guidance cut, that there may be more coming. And it's interesting that obviously a lot of companies in that space have felt the pressure, but Target has been especially vulnerable because apparel, home goods, non-consumable items are really the majority of their sales. Like, for example, Walmart, they rely on groceries, and that, the company is doing much better year to date. But Target, really rough start of the year, and tariffs, consumer, all those forces are weighing on sentiment there.
Yeah, definitely. I was a big Cat and Jack buyer for my kid. They have really good stuff. Cat and Jack, they make like kids' clothes for Target.
Oh, okay.
But, then as she grows, that changes. So There you go. They lost me there. Okay, you're also taking a look at Palo Alto Networks.
Yeah, let's talk about cybersecurity. Obviously, that's been a big story earlier this year. We saw so many cyber attacks that has been a space a lot of analysts are watching, and it's having another tough day. Palo Alto Networks is down about 7%. Results fail to ease those growth fears, and we've had obviously a lot of issues with that space. The infrastructure software company reported third quarter results and gave outlook that failed to ease all those worries. That said, we haven't seen any big downgrades. We've seen Barclays maintains overweight but lowers price tag, but there isn't like too much negativism among analysts. JP Morgan says, although some metrics were a bit lighter than expected, we continue to view Palo Alto as one of the best positioned vendors. So yeah, it wasn't that bad of an earnings report, but analysts are clearly worried, and sentiment hasn't been so good. The stock is flat year to date, so maybe from here we'll see some upside, but it's definitely not bringing relief, this earnings report.
Take-Two, big follow-on equity offering for Take-Two. Now, this is what happens back in the day when I actually had a job on the street. Anytime a stock moved 10 or 15% in a short period of time, I had a little alert pop up for all my companies there. And I called the CFO and I said, let's hit the market. Let's go put out $1 billion worth of stock right here. Your stock's moving, the momentum's good. And 1 out of 100, maybe they say, okay. Well, here's Take-Two, I think, said okay.
It's interesting. When you were setting those alerts, I was actually playing Grand Theft Auto 5. That was many years ago. And I was expecting to get the new one, and it's taken years. So that's one reason the company has had a pretty volatile few months. And of course, today the company announced plans to sell 1 billion, not today, sorry, yesterday they announced plan to sell 1 billion of new stock to investors. And this is going to be used for repayments of debt, futures acquisition. But of course, that's a name everyone's watching. It's all connected with that game everyone has been expected for years, and that keeps getting delayed. That said, the company is having a strong start year to date when you zoom out of the volatility of the last few months. So it's an interesting name to watch. Yes, today definitely not a good reaction from what we heard yesterday.
Again, they intend to do a underwritten public offering, $1 billion worth of stock. It's a $42 billion market cap company, so it's not about a lot of dilution, but that's still a good move for the company.
How long did it take you to make those 100 phone calls?
Well, it depends on the company. The alert
enough.
would have to go off. And then I called the CFO. I said, come on, I'll bid you right now on $1 billion worth of stock or $500 million worth of stock. Usually they said, no, thanks. Click. But every once in a while they said, okay.
Let's do it.
I'd say, give me 2 minutes. I'll get right back.
Amazing. All right, Denise, thanks a lot. Denise Zakova joining us from Bloomberg.
The Stock Movers Report from Bloomberg Radio. Check back with us throughout the day for the latest roundup of companies making news on Wall Street. And for the latest market-moving headlines, listen to Bloomberg Radio live. Catch us on YouTube, Bloomberg.com, and on Apple CarPlay and Android Auto with the Bloomberg Business app.